Today we have so much to talk about again. We've got another hurricane coming. We've got updates on the beautiful Emerald Princess on her departure for her fantastic once-in-a-lifetime voyage to Greenland. We're also going to talk about casinos on Princess, some updates, which I'm excited for everyone who likes to enjoy the casino, as well as Eastport, Maine, and some other updates for the Enchanted Princess sailing on August 31st. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Monday. It is August 12th of 2024. Just a quick reminder here as we start off that we are doing our live tonight. We always start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, so come, bring your questions, and be ready to have a fun time talking about cruising. Let's start at the top with the news that we've got coming in about another hurricane that is already impacting cruise ships. And so they called it Tropical Cyclone number 5. They are expecting it to become Tropical Storm Ernesto, followed by Hurricane Ernesto very quickly now. And there are some cruise ships that are already announcing some changes with their itineraries due to this hurricane. The hurricane, with the path that they have right now, they are expecting it to hit the Virgin Islands and go right through the middle of Puerto Rico and that region right there. Then it is supposed to head north. So hopefully we don't have to worry about it making landfall in the United States, but of course we're going to need to keep the people that live in the areas where it is due to hit in our thoughts and prayers. So the ship that has made the largest change in their itinerary thus far is the Norwegian Breakaway, and they have completely changed their itinerary from an Eastern Caribbean to a Western Caribbean. They were supposed to stop in Puerto Plata, which is in the Dominican Republic, also St. Thomas, Tortola, and Great Stirrup Cay, which is one of Norwegian's private islands. Now, though, they are going to be calling in Roatan, Honduras tomorrow, followed by Harvest Key, which is another one of Norwegian's private islands. On Wednesday, Costa Maya is where they're going to be on Thursday, and Cozumel is on Friday, and then they will be back in port on Sunday the 18th. So that kind of outlines what's going on so far, and I'll keep you up to date as I receive the exact changes that some other cruise lines are going to make due to Tropical Storm, which is supposed to quickly turn into the Hurricane Ernesto. So let me know if you are booked on a cruise that is due to sail this week, basically, and what changes you're hearing about. That would help all of us kind of stay up to date with everything going on. This has been a really busy hurricane season and tropical storm season this year. And remember that officially they say the hurricane season starts in April and ends at the end of October, beginning of November, depending on who you ask. Now, the Emerald Princess. So the Emerald Princess is doing sailings to New England and Canada out of Boston. That's a wonderful port, I think, to embark on a cruise or end your cruise. And the important thing that we need to keep in mind about the Emerald Princess right now is what is going on with their embarkation, the departure of the Emerald Princess on their Greenland cruise. Every once in a while, Princess and some other cruise lines do it as well, tuck in these amazing itineraries that just go one time. They've got this sailing that is round trip out of Boston and actually goes to Greenland. They were due to depart yesterday, but because of trouble with fueling, if you've not been on a cruise before or you didn't realize this, usually they will refuel cruise ships using the fuel barges. They'll pull right up next to the cruise ship and they will refuel the cruise ship while people are getting on and off the ship, while they're turning the cabins, getting everything ready for the next guest to come aboard. And then throughout the day, they have strict rules. When that refueling barge is alongside, no smoking, absolutely no smoking, and because of the fire hazard there with that. So let me tell you what's going on. So they were not able to use a fuel barge. They actually have had to be bringing in tankers of fuel to refuel the Emerald Princess. So they were supposed to depart yesterday on Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it got moved back a little bit later. Finally, they said we'll be out of here at midnight, and now because of the time that it is taking to use those tankers of fuel, they are planning to leave today at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll be keeping our eye on that and seeing how that goes, but I wish everyone on that cruise a wonderful time. The only update that we have for the itinerary because of that delay is that they are no longer going to be calling in the port of Sydney, Nova Scotia. They will have to miss that port, but hopefully the rest of the cruise will go as scheduled, and I am really excited. This is a cruise to Greenland in August. August is a really good time to go to Greenland as far as what we usually see of ships being able to make it into Greenland and make their port calls that are anticipated. So if you're going to think about booking a cruise to Greenland, you might want to take a look at later in the summer rather than earlier in the summer. And of course, you know what? You never know what's going to happen. Things can change, but just kind of extrapolating from what has happened in the past and looking forward, August is a good month to go to Greenland. Now, let's talk about first of all Eastport, but we're also going to talk about casinos on Princess, and I'm excited to hear from everyone about this, and I'll tell you what I'm hearing. So first of all, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. You're going to want to stick with us to stay up to date with everything that is going on that you need to go about if you know about if you're going to be traveling to cruise, going on a cruise. This is the place for you and would love to have you. Also, if you appreciate my updates, will you please give this video a thumbs up? It actually helps us out. Lets YouTube know someone's enjoying what we put out there, and it will offer our video to more people. So let's talk about Eastport. I am getting so many phone calls and texts and emails and Facebook messages wanting to know what is going on with Eastport, Maine. It has been added when they took off some other port stops on our Love Boat cruise, which is the Enchanted departing August 31st. And let me say, I like to call it our Love Boat cruise because that is the theme of the cruise. But you know what? A lot of people are going to be on board to go to the phenomenal ports that are on that itinerary. It is a beautiful time of year to go, and it's going to be a phenomenal cruise, even if it's not the Love Boat cruise. So I think it's really important to remind everyone of that. Now, a couple of things about that. So Eastport was added when they took off Newport and Portland, Maine. They added Eastport, Maine. It took a while, but they finally released some excursions. Those of us who are going on that cruise have been really excitedly adding our excursions if we wanted one. But over on the app, it is no longer showing Eastport. And let me tell you a few things to keep in mind. Number one, so I've spent a lot of time on this. Number one, when you look in your cruise personalizer on princess.com, if you don't do that and you book cruises through Princess, you need to do that. Make yourself a login. When you go to princess.com, up in the upper right hand corner, you'll see a button, a little thing that you can click on that says login. When you do that, the very first time, you're going to set up your own account, and make sure when you do that you use the information that you use when you book your Princess cruises. Use that same email that you use on your cruises and your other information. But after you do that, then you can go to my account in that same princess.com page, and once you click on that, it will pull up you can see your profile, which is your Captain Circle information, and it will also take you to what we call the cruise personalizer. It lists the cruises that you have booked, and you click on manage this booking, and up comes the cruise that you're on. Across the top, it gives you different options, and there is one called excursions. That is where I book my excursions. It's where you get the most information about your excursions. When you use your app, it actually links to the website, but I kind of like the view on my computer screen, so that's what I do. And when the app is being glitchy, often the website is working. So on the website for this cruise, it still shows Eastport, Maine as a stop, and we still have an excursion booked. Now, one thing I did notice looking today, you cannot click on the excursions for Eastport. You also can't click on the excursions, at least when I'm logged in as me, I can't click on the excursions for any other ports on that trip, and I can't click on the excursions from a Panama Canal cruise. That's the only other one I checked. And so this was just about an hour ago. I know it can be different for different people, but the bottom line is I'm still hoping, have not received any official information that we're not going to Eastport. I think it's hopefully just a glitch in the app, which we see glitches in the app all the time. And another thing to keep in mind with the Princess app, while we all wish it worked correctly, and sometimes it is awesome and it works right, but you know what? Often it doesn't. And so when something on it is not working right, I don't think it's me. I don't think I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think that something is wrong or I can't do what I want to do. I just think their app's not working. So I thought I would tell you that to take maybe a little bit of frustration out of what you're thinking. I surely will let you know if I hear anything at all about us not going to Eastport. And if any of you receive any official information about us not going to Eastport, please let me know that as well. Often, as the travel agent who books things, I'll receive an itinerary change notice. Not all the time, though. On cruises that I have guests booked on, I have not received one about Eastport, Maine. Okay? Now, on to the next thing. Let's talk about the casino on Princess. The reason that I want to talk about this is because more and more activities are showing up on the Princess app for our sailing on the Enchanted Princess on August 31st. One thing that really stands out to me is what they're doing with the casino. So often when you're on a Princess cruise, always that I don't use the casino. I like to walk through the casino and to see what's going on. I don't know why I find that interesting, but I do. And it's open very late. And so people that enjoy using the casino can stay there very late. However, for that Enchanted Princess sailing August 31st, it is staying open overnight. So if you are someone that likes using the casino and you like being up all night long, there you go. And so let me know if you are on a Princess cruise, and I don't expect anyone that doesn't like to use the casino to maybe notice, but any of you who like to use the casino, let us know. Is it start being open overnight? And I should add, it's only open overnight so far on the schedule of events for days like nights that lead into a sea day. It seems like when they don't have that announcement on the schedule of events, if the next day is a port day, okay? And I guess they're probably thinking a lot of people would want to go to bed so they could get up and go into port. I know that there are people that just love to stay on the ship, and that's just as awesome. So let me know, like I said, if you're seeing that on other on other cruises on Princess. Okay, so, and I want to hear like how many people, like if you enjoy using the casino, let me know in the comments. Is this great news? Will this make a nice difference to you? Or are you going to really enjoy this? Now, along with that, I am always keeping my eye out because I get a lot of questions about in order to get, casino comps for cruises, it depends on how much you spend in the casino. Like if you're going to get offered like an interior or a balcony or a mini suite, whatever. And so I came across several posts and they all seem to be kind of in agreement about what you get, how you rack up those points. So those points not only qualify you for whatever casino offer they're going to give you on a future cruise, and sometimes it's just free on board, like free casino free play. They'll give you some money to get started with that on another cruise. Sometimes you get the cabin and that usually, but also, they will comp you like specialty dining when you're on board the ship, or they'll send you food in your cabin, strawberries, wine, whatever. And then also the points that you get sometimes help you qualify. I don't think sometimes, always help you qualify to be in a tournament if you want to. And so let me tell you what I think it looks like. And then those of you who are really good and at the casino and have played a lot and know anything, please chime in. So the outline that I have seen, it says that, you earn points, like I said, playing in the casino using your medallion. You get 1 point for every $2.50 that you wager on the slot machines, and you get 1 point for every $5 that you would wager on video poker. I don't know how many points you get for what you play at the tables. Okay, so if any of you know, pop that in the comments as well. And I don't know what the point system looks like for getting all the onboard comps and things like that. But if anybody anybody knows, definitely put it in the comments and help anybody that wants to do that. I'm really excited. More and more activities are starting to show up for the Love Boat Cruise. Nothing is showing up yet, though, for Love Boat activities with the cast of the Love Boat TV show that are supposed to be on board, which is what is giving this cruise its theme. So I'm keeping my eye out, and I'll let you all know as soon as I see that. And let us know if you're going on the Love Boat Cruise in the comments. Then we have a Facebook page for the Love Boat Cruise. If you're coming, would love to have you join us. And if you aren't coming, you can still come along and join the fun as we talk about it. The easiest way really probably for me to tell you to join it is just go to our Facebook group, and up at the top there's a place to click to join that group as well. So we'll look for you there. And if you haven't joined our Facebook group, it's Let's Go Travel Tips. Come and be part of the fun and the conversation. So I'll look forward to seeing you at our live tonight. We always start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring your questions. Come and be ready to have a fun time talking about cruising. And I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.